Well, with over 20 years in the tattoo industry, our next guest is in the running for a $100,000 cash prize and bragging rights of being the next ink master. Jime Litwalk, thank you so much for joining us today so early.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me here.
Thanks for being here.
So talk to us about the show, man. Did you have a blast? And
it was a great time, really great experience. I was on the show with some friends that I knew beforehand, before going on, and definitely made some really good friends during the show process.
So you were a fan of the show beforehand. What's it like now that you were in it?
It's different.
You see it differently, obviously.
When you watch everything on TV and you know that you can go through that kind of an experience, and then when you're there, it's hard to see all the behind-the-scenes stuff that really goes on, and to experience it, but then to come back home and to watch like the sound bites and clips and everything, how everything went down. It's really weird.
How long does it take to tape the show? Or are you not allowed to say?
We're not allowed to say.
I mean, there's so many secrets. How do you hold on to those secrets? You can't even tell your family?
Yeah, actually, you know what? I couldn't tell my...
It's a secret. I can't even talk about that.
I didn't even tell my mom. I told my mom I was going to Brazil for a few months.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my mom's one of those proud moms where she would just brag to the whole neighborhood.
Right.
You know, don't tell nobody, but guess where my son is at? You know, type thing.
My mom is exactly the same.
That's great. All right, so let's talk about tattooing. How long have you been tattooing?
I've been tattooing now just over 20 years.
And you're from originally?
Originally from Detroit, and moved out to Vegas for about 6 years, and then I just moved here to Orlando in December.
What was your first tattoo?
My first tattoo, I had
that I got.
Yeah.
That you got.
The first tattoo that I got a little tribal bird on my arm when I was 15 years old.
Okay.
Well,
you still have that, or
just
no?
You covered it?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
It was actually kind of my mom called my bluff. When I was really young, I wanted the idea of being more tattooed than actually getting tattooed.
Right.
And I didn't, it was like everyone else at school was kind of like arguing about they hated their parents or, we were rebelling at that age. Yeah. And I didn't really have those arguments with my mom. My mom was super cool, and I was like, I'm gonna find something to make an argument with her about. And I was like, went home, was like, I want to get tattooed. She was like, all right, let's go.
Let's do this.
And I was like, really?
Okay.
Oh man.
So this is her fault.
Kind of, yeah, kind of,
great.
you know.
Speaking of tattoos, have you ever had someone ask you for one that was so bizarre that you're like, I'm not doing that. I am not inking you with that.
No,
or you're like, no?
Not necessarily. I mean, a lot of times people ask you for certain things because it's something personal in their life, and then the whole meaning changes when you find out why they're getting it. So it's not one for me to cast judgment on what they're getting tattooed.
You just go with it. Talk to them.
Not always, but I mean, there's times where if I'm not going to do certain things just out of like, if your first tattoo shouldn't be on, your hands or your neck or something like that.
Do you have a favorite tattoo on you that you can show us, or?
No, you know what? I love all my tattoos.
That's fine.
Do you have is there a particular style? Because tattoos over the years evolve as far as like what's popular, the styles, like the whole Sailor Jerry thing.
Yeah.
Like, is there a particular style that you gravitate towards?
Mine is more of an animation. I think, when I first started getting into tattooing, it was just the style that I did. But over the years of different artists really coming in and progressing with everything, it was dubbed kind of as a new school style. It was really heavy, bold outlines and color saturation. Kind of almost Disney-esque on acid a little bit.
So what makes a good tattoo artist? If there's someone watching out there and they're thinking about getting inked for the first time, what should they look out for?
You know what? It's the all-around experience. You need to go there and look at a portfolio. Make sure that the person is doing the type of artwork that you want to wear. Artwork is all subjective. People like what you like. Some people like watercolor, some people like oil painting. One's not better. You just like what you like. And tattooing is the same thing. We're all different artists in our own right, where we have our own style. So the best thing to do is to go in there, look at a portfolio, and then get the vibe from the artist. Because you can be a great artist but not a good person, and it's going to make for a bad experience. So you really want to go there and just feel very comfortable in the environment.
We've got to get out of here in just a second, but real quick, I mean, the tattoos are really quite. I've never seen them so popular as they are today.
Yeah.
You've got Ink Masters at the show. So, do you see this? You see this going away a little, or
not at all? I mean, tattooing has been around before language was developed. I think this is just an industry that I think is going to just continuously to keep growing.
Right on. All right, Jime Litwalk, check him out on eMaster. Good luck to you, man.
Thank you very much.
Find out if
Appreciate
you
it.
won.